In this video, I'm going to sort through my Girl Scout bin for supplies. I need to take care of some things for the dogs and gather some stuff to annotate a book with my son. I am going to start at my Girl Scouts tower. My shelf here has all the Girl Scout things that several friends who watch this video that I've never met in real life sent to us and shared with me and my daughter. And I just can't thank you enough for shipping all of these things. Really glad you're here. My name is Erica Lucas, and I lead a troop of fourth graders. I am one of 5 troop leaders in our group. And when I posted on this channel several months ago that I was looking for some supplies for a project, you delivered. 6 of very kind viewers shipped us a lot of stuff, and I've been slowly kind of organizing it and sorting through it, and it all lives on this shelf in one of our rooms on the main level. And what I'm looking for today are ribbons, buttons, stickers. The Scouts are working on a craft and tinker badge, and they're going to design these cork boards and use tools to put the screws and brackets in. And so I'm looking for fun decorative things that the girls can use to design their cork boards. And we meet twice a week for 2 hours, so they're going to have a nice amount of time to work on the craft. And they just sit there and they chat and they giggle and they eat dinner together. And it's a really nice way for these girls to connect in a safe environment. We always meet at the library. A mom is always present. Each mom is always present. So it's just really lovely. And I'm using washi tape, ribbon, buttons, stickers, words of empowerment that are already pre-cut. I had lots of paper that I was able to dig out of these bins. And this was just such a blessed gift that you guys gave to me for the Girl Scouts. And each meeting I use this shelf and I prepare and find things to bring for the girls to use to make. We're a very arts and crafts level here in 4th grade, and they really enjoy every time that we meet that we get to make something. This white bag, I think I got it from Target. Anyway, it's my leader bag, and I stuff it full for every meeting. And then I have these little craft brown bags that I bring their badges, and then I stick a Girl Scout sticker inside there for each of our meetings. And so I plan ahead, and I try to have the badge that they're working on with me. And if I don't, I bring it to the next meeting. And this school year, they've done 8 of the badges that go on the front of the vest, and they've done 6 fun patches. And we have plans to finish out with a couple more badges and patches. So they've really enjoyed getting together for the year. We're already talking about how we want to do next year. And the girls just genuinely enjoy getting together. And several of them are in our homeschool co-op. And so these girls see each other 2 times a week, and then also at Girl Scouts, and then they have play dates because they just genuinely really like hanging out together. Each day I try to make a short list of things to do, and this was on my list for this week to just gather all the Girl Scout supplies I needed. I put the things back on the shelves for my next meeting. Also on my list today is washing out one of the dog's food containers. Once it goes empty, I take the time to wash it, dry it, let it air dry a bit before I actually fill it back up because I just don't want any moisture in there. And my littlest dog, Sammy, his container went empty. I have his next bag of food ready to go. I used to wait until his food was running low to restock with the next bag. But now when I pour his food into the clean container, that's when I reorder his next bag of food and I save it in the pantry for him. Because the kids now feed the dogs, not me. So I don't know when it's getting low. I just don't pay attention to that anymore unless they've told me, hey, his food is gone. Then I already have his food. And I learned that because a couple of times they said his food is gone and he didn't have food because my habit stack needed to change. So now when I pour his food into his container, and same with my older dog, I just reorder the next bag of food so I've got it in stock. So I've got this rotating inventory, this habit that I do triggered by other activities in the house as a homemaker. The next thing I wanted to get done this morning was to gather all the supplies to annotate. So my son is reading this book, The Ark, the Reed, and the Fire Cloud, for one of his classes. He's put in bookmarks for stopping based on the schedule from the teacher. She wants us to stop at each point. I'm also reading the book with him. It's a lit circle class with redefining school, and the teacher, Mindy, is amazing. And this is his book for this month, and she schedules out the reading, and then each week the kids have a job. So this coming week, for the first week of this book, he is the summarizer. So he has to create a 1 to 2 minute summary of the key points of the first 16 chapters. And that's sort of a new thing for him as a fifth grader. So I'm reading it along with him, and I'm teaching him how to annotate using this book. This is the first time we've kind of gone through note-taking and annotation in books. And so I wanted to gather for him some annotation supplies, some highlighters, some really great pens that aren't going to bleed through but are fun to write with, and some flags, and teach him how to create a color coding system and how to annotate things in a book that he's reading. I knew I had the supplies in the house. This wasn't something new I needed to buy. In my Bible bag here, I knew I had all different kinds of flags and pens and highlighters that I could pull together and create a little basket of things. These flags are amazing for annotating. To have right with his book. So when he reads his couple of chapters each day, he can just take his basket wherever he's going to go sit. Is he going to be outside, upstairs, at the table, on the floor? Who knows? So he can just take his annotation basket with him and make his notes. And I can do the same if I happen to be reading at the same time or when I'm reading as well. And so I wanted to build that for him as I'm teaching him how to annotate in this book. So some examples in this book are, use the same flag to mark anything that could be used for notes for your summary. Make a little note in the book as to why you think it's important for the summary. What did you notice about any themes? So far, friendship has been a huge theme in this book. What kinds of questions or curiosities did you have? What did you see that you thought, that's weird. I wonder why that's happening. Flag it. You don't even need to write anything. Just flag it, or even underline the passage and flag it, so that when something happens later, we can maybe try to connect those dots. And then I share my annotations with him, and he shares his annotations with me. And then he goes and adds to his written summary of what he's already doing so far. I'm also reading Rebel in the Library of Ever, which is book 2 in the series, with my daughter. Those are her stop points for her book club that the teacher gave her. I'm reading this one on the Kindle. This is her copy that she got from the library. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Here's a link to another video for winter homemaking. I think this series is probably coming to an end, and we're going to shift to spring homemaking. I hope you're doing well. I'm really glad you were here with me today, and I'll see you in the next video.